today I wanted to do something a little different. All the Oscar talk is out of the way, and I really don't want to talk about any controversial issues going on right now in the movie world, aka Captain Marvel stuff. I want to talk about something a little bit more positive and something that has given me a stride to want to review movies and give me a little bit more of a passion for movies, and that is talking about my favorite YouTube channel slash podcast, I guess, and that being Double Toasted, of course, starring Corey Coleman, Martin Thomas. These are guys that I've been watching for 10 plus years. They used to have a website called spill.com. Very intriguing stuff. Their characters were animated. The only character that had their real name was Corey. All the other characters had fictitious names. And like I said, it was an animated movie review show. And I can't even remember how it was that I found out about them. I think I was looking for reviews for a specific movie that came out in like mid to early 2018. And I came up on this and I was hooked instantly. Just wanted to hear their opinion while also finding the humor of their reviews very intriguing and very fresh. So spill.com sort of breathed new life into me, kind of, and when it comes to movies, because I went a long time throughout my high school life without really watching movies. And I played basketball in high school. Didn't have a lot of time to watch movies. So in 2008, whenever I found out about Spill, that was my senior year of high school. So I started to get more invested in the movies and wanted to hear more about how people viewed movies and how they critiqued movies, and learning more about the proper ways to figure out how a movie is good and how a movie is bad, or how a movie is okay. And they really helped me with that, while also providing a lot of entertainment value. But I believe it was in 2013 when their website essentially got canceled by, I guess, the people that provided them and owned their website, which was Hollywood.com. It was very depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty upset about that, because they were a staple like every week of my life. Me watching the reviews or just watching their certain like podcast shows. They had about 4 or 5 shows a week, and somewhere along 2014, I found out that Corey and Martin were doing a new show, and this was Double Toasted, which originally started as the Corey and Martin Show, which you can find some episodes for on their SoundCloud. It was before Double Toasted became into fruition, and found out about Double Toasted, immediately on board. But this time they weren't animated; they were just showing themselves and giving their real names with an all new cast. The older members from Spill went their separate ways. They're all still really good friends. They still come up on Double Toasted every once in a while, and it feels like the old times. But Double Toasted is its own thing, and it's been going since 2014, and I kind of live for this stuff. It's just so funny. I think one of the funniest things and one of the most refreshing things about them is that Corey and Martin, you can tell they have a friendship that's been it's been around for a long time, and a good case of this is in reviews where they're in complete disagreement with one another, and to the point where they're almost in a yelling match. And yeah, it is pretty entertaining and funny, but you're wondering, like, how are they gonna get along after this? And for instance, in this review right here, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which came out in 2014, Corey is just not having what Martin has to say about this, and it's funny but also entertaining. And of course, when the review's over, everything's back to normal. But here's a clip from that.
But it's very sequely. There's more plot. It's bigger. The explosions are bigger. The effects are bigger. But the emotional impact is not quite there.
What?
Man, I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Are you serious? The emotion. That's one of the best things about this movie, man. Is the emotion.
See, that's the thing, man. I mean, like I said, it's good, but I found it predictable. And I'm not a guy who sits around predicting movies. It's just like so many of the beats, like I was like, yeah, this is probably going to happen, and then they're going to do this next.
I truly am disappointed in you, and let me explain to you why. As much I respect you, Martin. I respect you as a friend. I respect you as a human. I respect you as an ape if you were one, and I respect you as a critic. But right now, I feel like I have to tell people, do not listen to him. He will lead you Wrong. I give this a better than sex.
It's that kind of stuff that hooked me again. Spiel hooked me, and then double toasted double hooked me, I guess, which is sort of punny, I guess. Bringing to another point, Martin Thomas, even though his puns haven't been quite as extravagant lately, there's like an entire 9-minute video on YouTube diving into his awfully hilarious puns that he does. Here's an example of that from Pitch Perfect 2. It's amazing. I think what makes it even better when he does these puns during the reviews is Corey's reaction, and yet again you can tell their chemistry is just incredible.
Yeah.
This is the movie's awkward.
Yes. The movie is very awkward, especially the editing and the fact that a movie that's all about pitch would be so flat.
Okay, Martin. God damn it. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing left. I got nothing left, man. You've driven me tone deaf to your fucking jokes. I got nothing.
See, you just did one right there.
Yeah,
You've been infected.
Just in this fucking room with you. You finally got to me.
So very funny stuff if you've been watching them for a while and you sort of have got to know their personalities as movie reviewers. It is quite refreshing, very entertaining, and yet again, like Spill, they do about 5 shows a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And as someone who works a night shift job where I can listen to music and podcast, the 5 nights I work a week, I listen to them. It gets me through the night, and it really makes me feel a lot better. You know, that can be sort of a depressing job sometimes. So there's just nights where, I know I'm going to be alone, but I know I'm going to be able to listen to these guys, and it's not as sad as it sounds. Trust me. It's just a job's a job, and it's comforting to know that I can listen to something that can give me some entertainment while also taking my mind off a brutal reality that is life. Everybody has hardships, and it's welcoming to know there's something there that you can turn to in times where things aren't going so great. To make matters even better, they're always trying to innovate. Just recently, they started a game show, which is sort of like an accumulation of different types of game shows that they've done throughout their career. And they started posting them on Facebook and even on YouTube. And it's fun seeing them interact with their fans, because they will literally call up their fans and say, hey, you want to play a game with us? And I don't know many movie reviewers or podcasters that actually call their fans. It's usually the other way around. I think that's just so innovative and neat that they really care about their fans. They have a show called The Weekly Roast and Toast that comes on Tuesdays. It's their podcast. And sometimes they'll post video of it on YouTube. But it's no holds bar. If they call someone, or if they have guests come into their studio, a traditional thing for them is to sort of poke fun at their fans, and it's never harmful. It's always fun, and I've always wanted to kind of be roasted by the Double Toasted gang there, and it's just so funny. Everybody's usually a good sport. Sometimes people aren't a good sport, and they'll usually apologize, but still let them know, this is just who we are, man. We don't mean anything by it. And it's good to know that these people are such a comforting figure to their fans, that they can actually feel comfortable enough to sort of give them down the road without meaning any harm. That's all I really want to say about Double Toasted. My Double Toasted shirt just came in today. It's my first shirt. By then, I've never had a Spiel shirt or a Double Toasted shirt, and I'm going to wear the shirt a lot and promote this channel a lot, because while they do have a pretty big fan base, I believe they're going to Toronto sometime this year. They're even doing a Double Toasted cruise. So, I mean, they've got a fan base, because you don't do that stuff if you don't have a pretty big fan base. But it could be bigger. They could have more subscribers. And I'd like to see that. I think that they are the best channel on YouTube. It's the best podcast out there when it comes to movies. Such insightfulness with the comedy. And they don't just talk about movies sometimes. They'll talk about the news and politics, and depending on how your political views align, they're sometimes pretty fair about things and always funny. So check them out. If you have checked them out, comment down below some of your favorite memories of them, either from Spiel or from Double Toasted. But yet again, if you haven't watched them or listened to them on SoundCloud, you can find essentially every episode they've ever done on SoundCloud. Then you definitely should. Leave your comments below. What do you think about these guys, Corey Coleman, Martin Thomas, and the rest of the gang? Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.